What it do, Kaizoku crew? It's your boy, Kaizoku Ice. We're here today, the last day of the super secret special 2,000 subscriber week, and we got one last banger for you guys. I'm about to put y'all on to some of my favorite cards from OP-02, Paramount War. This is a set that I haven't talked about too much on this channel. I focus mainly on promos and OP-01 Romance Dawn, but there are some special cards that I absolutely need to cover in OP-02 because there are some secret pre-errata cards I don't think the Kaizoku crew knows about. So we will be going over all of that in today's video, but first, of course, we have to do one last final giveaway. So in today's video, we're going to do a similar style to the video on Monday where first come, first serve. Get your fingers ready because first one to comment the correct answer will win these cards. So first giveaway will be for the Law Championship stamped card. Next one is for the Kairos alternate art, and then this Jinbei promo lastly. So let's get right into the video. Actually, I just remembered one thing. Yo, I love the Kaizoku crew because someone DM'd me on Instagram yesterday saying, yo, Kaizoku Ice, why aren't you using any affiliate links? You put us on so many banger cards, like, what are you doing? And I literally had to ask him, what is an affiliate link? I had no idea what he was talking about, but basically, apparently, I can post a link in my bio and y'all can use it and I get a percentage of the sale. Sounds pretty nice to me. And once again, it's not about the money. I could literally care less about the money. I mean, YouTube pays nothing and I literally just do this for fun. However, I would appreciate if you guys find something cool for my videos and you want to buy it, then go ahead and use the link in the bio for eBay and TCG Player. It benefits me, but also benefits you because I will basically be just using the money to do more giveaways because you already know king of giveaways right here, and I love giving back to the crew. So if you feel so inclined, I'd appreciate it. If you don't, I don't care. It's cool also. So let's get on with the video. So Paramount War has a lot of great cards, and I think it's pretty slept on because it is the second set of the One Piece trading card game. But you know, a lot of people are focusing more on OP-01, 5, 9, and those sets, right? But there are some cards I need to talk about, and the first one is obviously the manga rare ace. I mean, this card is fantastic, right? I love this card. It is the first manga rare that we have of ace, and it's going to be interesting to see because we have the ace coming out in OP-13, which is also going to be a manga rare. However, I think I like this one more because this is ace in his like final moments in Paramount War, and the manga panels on this card are insane. And actually, just real quick flex, when you look at it in real life, this card is absolutely amazing, from the texturing to the foiling, like everything. Reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Manga rare giveaway, maybe, I don't know. Let's get there, guys. Anyways, I love this ace, and I honestly think that this is going to be the ace manga rare to own. If you look at the prices in the past year, it is down 20%. Peak of like 850 and it went down to 650, but I think this is a similar trend with a lot of the manga rares in general. But I do think that once we actually get introduced to ace in the live action season 2, I don't think that we saw him in any trailer so far, but from what I understand, he is going to be introduced in season 2. I think that that will make people want this ace card more because this is the best ace card in my opinion in the One Piece trading card game. So that's the first card I want to talk about. The second one is a pre-errata card that I don't think a lot of people know about. So just fun fact for y'all, if y'all go on TCG Player, or not TCG Player, on the official One Piece website, you can actually search for the errata cards here. So if you type in the card that I want, which is the Garp, you will see that the Monkey D Garp actually does have a errated version. So the new text will say when this leader or any of your characters, but the pre-errata version will say leader or one of your characters. So the card that I want you guys to buy is none other than the alternate art leader, Monkey D. Garp. Of course, on TCG Player, you can't tell if the card is pre-errata versus errata, so you'll have to either, ask for pictures or go on eBay, which is where I primarily shop, then, read the text for yourself. To my understanding, the raw version, at least according to TCG Player, is about $76. For the past year, it is up 56%, low of about $50, which is pretty shocking, I'm not gonna lie, and it peaked at $138. So I'm not sure what happened there because once again, I'm not a player of the card game, and it has gone down a little bit, but I do think that it can easily reclaim its price of like over $100 in the near future. But of course, the card, or I want you guys to focus on the pre-errata version. If you actually look at some of the prices, I mean, there's 2 listings here for 500, which is quite high, but I'm assuming the Kaizoku crew, because, you know, y'all already know I put y'all on the pre-errata cards. Y'all are probably looking for all the pre-errata cards in general, and of course, Garp is one of them. Let's just look at some quick prices here. So this guy is selling a pre-errata Garp for $500. This guy is also, oh yeah, this is also a pre-errata one. It's going for $300 already in 1 cart. So y'all be kind of quick on this, because I think that this is going to fly soon, because this is a pre-errata card that I think a lot of people don't focus on because it's not from OP-01. This one is also an errata card, so I don't think anyone cares for it, but you could get it. You could get the errata version in the PSA 10 for only $145, which is not too bad at all. And then this one, also the errata version, this one's going for about $232 US, which is a little bit higher than the last one, but nonetheless, I do think that this Garp is one of the best leaders in OP-02. If you look at the prices of all of the top price cards in OP-02, it is the 2nd most expensive leader, just behind the Smoker card. And I do think that this Garp in general has a lot of value with the errata version, but even more value with the pre-errata version. So get your Monkey D Garp pre-errata cards as soon as possible. Maybe it does a similar trend to all the other pre-errata cards from OP-01. You guys already know the Luffy that I've talked about went from $700 to like $2,200 at its peak. Now, the Namis are starting to go up too in floor price. I think the floor price when I made my video was about like $700-800. Now it's around $1,000, and I do think that all of the pre-errata cards will start rising in value once One Piece gets even more collectible than it already is. So that's the 2nd card. The next card is actually the Magellan, which is very interesting because if you look here on the errata card list, you'll see that the Magellan actually has a pre-errata and errata version. The pre-errata version says when a Dawn card on your field, so before it says your, and then the errata text says Dawn card on the field, so the new text will say the. However, if you actually look on PSA and you type in errata, there's only one pre-errata version, which is the Monkey D Garp. And if you type in Magellan, it doesn't seem like, okay, I have to look for it here. Let me find Magellan. Oh, still not there. Dang, there's just too many. But basically, if I don't find it on this next search here, okay, that's annoying. But anyways, if you go on PSA, there's actually no Magellan pre-errata label. So if you go on eBay, actually, let's just quickly look at Magellan pre-errata PSA 10, OP-02. You will actually see that, where is it? Okay, yeah, let's look at a couple of these. You'll actually see that the label, there's no errata label on any of these cards. And actually all of them, if you read here, Dawn card on your field, that is the pre-errata version. And all of these that I've seen on eBay all say Dawn card on your field, so they're all technically pre-errata, and they actually haven't found a single Magellan with the errata text that you can see here where it says on the field. So I found that really interesting that there isn't a errata label in PSA. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but as y'all can see, on the website, there clearly is a pre-errata Magellan, and you can easily buy them on eBay for, like, what was it? What was the cheapest one that we saw? Like $86. So that is a great buy right there. If you go ahead and, buy this pre-errata Magellan, not bad at all. I do think that it could also go up, especially if PSA ends up getting their stuff together and actually correctly labeling the pre-errata versus errata versions of Magellan. Then I think that will, create the difference in those two cards, and then that will make the pre-errata version go up more. So this actually could be a hidden gem right here too, if you guys see it or see it worth to buy. So the next card, actually, I totally forgot. I'm supposed to be doing a giveaway. My bad. We're already 9 minutes in the video and I'm trolling. So let's do a giveaway for this law right here. Let me make myself a little bit bigger. So to win this law, all you gotta do, first person to comment who my favorite basketball player is currently, not all time, so current, this basketball player is current. First one to comment that will win this law 2024 championship stamped card. So get your fingers ready and let's see who wins that card first. Okay, so the next card that I'm going to be talking about is actually one of my favorites and super underrated. This is the Nami alternate art card in her film red outfit. I think that this card is so nice. I mean, you get her film red outfit, which is fantastic in its own regard, right? And it's only $23. Now, if you're comparing this alternate art to the OP-01 Nami, obviously the OP-01 Nami is still superior because y'all already know why, but this is still a Nami card and it still looks fantastic, and it is still a rare alternate art from OP-02, which is the second set in the One Piece trading card game. If you look at the yearly trend, it is up 17% with the absolute bottom here of $16, and it did actually reach a peak price of $32. And as you can see it now, it's starting to slowly go back up again. So I do think that this card could end up reaching its peak pretty soon in the near future of $30 because this is a great card. And if you're looking at the overall OP-02 Paramount War set, I'd like to say there's really only like a couple, no more than 10 cards that you should really be buying from a collector's purpose, and this is definitely one of them, right? This is just a fantastic card. I'd actually put this above the Magellan just because it is Nami, and for $23, that is not bad at all. So get your Nami alternate arts as soon as possible because I do think this could potentially rise, exponentially in the near future. Okay, we're almost done here. The next card, actually, let me do another quick giveaway before I forget once again. We're now going to give away this Kairos right here from OP-04. So all you gotta do to win this Kairos is comment down below, who do you think my favorite villain in the One Piece trading card game is? Remember, type fast. All you gotta do is type, there's like, how many villains is it? There's like Kuro, there's Buggy, there's Crocodile, Katakuri, Alvida. You could, and spoiler or not spoiler alert, but my favorite villain is low-key like sleeper villain. So keep that in mind. Anyways, whoever wins this, good luck, type fast, and may the odds ever be in your favor. Okay, so the next card, second to last card, is the Monkey D. Luffy alternate art card, also in the film red outfit. I actually have this card somewhere on my desk next to me, but I think this card is fantastic. I mean, it's Luffy literally punching somebody. I don't remember exactly what happened in film red, but this outfit is just really cool, and I think it gives Luffy just a lot of character in general, and it's just so collectible. I don't think this card's probably playable at all, so maybe that's why it's so cheap. But to get a Luffy alternate art from the second set of the One Piece trading card game, trading under $20, to me that's a no-brainer, right? If you look at the price history, it's gone down quite a lot, 35% in the past year. It started about $20, it peaked at $43, and it reached its absolute bottom of $10 only a month ago. But as y'all can see, it's slowly rising. And in the past month, y'all can see there are some heavy buyouts. So I do think that people are starting to catch on and realize that this card has a lot of value, as it is a Luffy alternate art from the second set in the trading card game. I mean, if you put two and two together, it is due for a rise in the near future. So that is the Luffy alternate art card, and we have one last card to go over for this video, and that is the Buggy alternate art. This is arguably, besides the Buggy SP from OP-06, is my favorite Buggy alternate art. This is him in Impel Down, and you already know Impel Down was such a great art with you met the what's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Ivankov, and you saw Crocodile, and he's obviously a Buggy and Mr. 3 doing their whole thing fighting Magellan. Like, that was just a fun arc to be a part of, and Buggy was a main part of it, right? This is, to my knowledge, the first Buggy alternate art in the One Piece trading card game, and to have the first trading only under, okay, this is lightly played, but near mint foil, trading it under $6.40. I mean, you really can't go wrong buying this card. I mean, it's a great card. If you look at it for the past year, it is down 53%. That's quite significant, I'm not gonna lie. It peaked at $18 and now it's trading around, this low of 8 here, but you can buy it for about $6.40. Honestly, for less than $10 to get an alternate art of one of the 4 emperors of the New World, I mean, I personally think that it's worth the risk. I've spent $6 on a lot worse stuff, let's be real. So I like this Buggy card a lot. I think that it's really cool that you have this, like, he's punching using his chop fruit, and showing off his skills there. And you know, it's fun because he's in this impel down jail outfit. I just love the art in general on this card, and yeah. So that is all the cards that I wanted to talk about today. So let's just recap. It's the Manga Rare Ace, the Garp, the Magellan, the Nami, the Luffy, and the Buggy. So that's 6 cards in OP-02 that I love. We just quickly look at the overall cards. I mean, you can't go wrong with the alternate art leaders because the art there is fantastic. And then honestly, I don't think there's any other alternate art that really looks that good. Like, I don't like that Kuzan or the Uta at all. This Luffy is pretty cool too. This is obviously a Luffy probably trying to save Ace in Paramount War in Marineford. This box topper has some potential, but you know, because it's just a box topper, it has no foil. You know, it's kind of dull looking, but it is technically still a full art, which is nice. Don't care much for this Magellan. Yeah, honestly, I think the top 6 I talked about here are probably your best bets with OP-02, and most importantly, probably the Ace and the pre-errata Garp. So, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all really learned something. If you didn't know anything about the pre-erratas, like, I'm happy then, because I really am trying to put y'all on the most obscure and most cool things, in my opinion, and I think that those are the things that will eventually do well over time. So, that is it for today's video. This officially, hopefully, ends the Super Secret Special 2000 subscriber week, unless there bar some like crazy news about OP-13 where we have like a crazy new manga rare that they release again. I think I'm done for this week. I am exhausted, but before we close out the video, we have to do one last giveaway, and that is for the Jinbei promo. So all y'all have to do, this is not a time-sensitive thing at all, just comment down below which card do you think is going to do the best from OP-02. Do you think it's going to be the Manga Rare Ace? Do you think it's going to be the Garp, the Nami? Let me know down below. Or it could be none of the cards I talked about. Maybe you think I'm an idiot. So, whatever. Anyways, just comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. You know the deal. If you feel so inclined, use the TCG player links and eBay affiliate links down below. It helps me out. And of course, I do appreciate the Kaizoku crew. Thank you for helping me get to 2,000 subscribers. Without y'all, I am absolutely nothing. I'm just a dude in a Trafalgar Law hat talking and yapping on the internet. So thank you for making me myself. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all next week.